Well, looks like we've got another special game for you guys. As it turns out, we are changing one of the original games of the bracket for 16, and my two fellow shoutcasters, Giffel and Aceman, are going to be playing a game against each other, which is going to be pretty interesting, as these are two of our highest level players.
They are pretty good.
Joining me for this game, as ever, the very Norwegian oil-based RPG maker / giant pain in my ass, Omzit, who apparently has gone AFK, and Patters.
Hello.
He's
I didn't really
English.
get much of an introduction.
You don't get an introduction. Ah,
Oh.
well, Omzit's back.
Got myself some popcorn and some Kinder snacks ready.
Oh. Why would you go Scottish there?
I don't know.
Special.
Why did I get a game invite?
Don't worry, you were being invited to spectate.
No.
We're watching Ace versus Giffel.
Ace versus Giffel.
Be a good game.
You see the pics yet?
Yeah. We say the picks. But...
No, we're gonna wait.
Okay.
So, as ever, guys, this is this lovely 3-minute delay.
Great. It's good fun.
We like a bit of a 3-minute delay here at Shaboozey.com.
Drink.
Just
Because that's what we want to see. GG.
this might be one of the two strongest players from the core community of Shaboozey.com.
Yeah. Giffel primarily sort of like a... He's more of a mid player. He's a strong mid player. He's a strong AD.
Nah, he's been AD carry mainly recently, as is Ace. So this is going to be really interesting. I think
Yeah.
once you guys see these champions, we'll go into what kind of things we're expecting to see from them. And let's just say this should be one of the more interesting games of the day.
Yeah.
Or my passive games.
I don't know. They've been pretty passive so far.
No.
Except for the last game, where Hira just kept diving himself.
It does like
Hira. You had the game, bro.
We've seen some interesting games today. It's been fun actually watching these ones because it's been a lot of different tactics, and the things that we think should win generally have lost out.
Well, no. With the first match, which was KL versus Zed,
Hey, Zed has a lot of pushing power.
but you'd still expect a KL to win.
Yeah.
He can.
But Timo
he's got
just
the
didn't.
range. He's got the range
Timo
of
was
the
our
one-
big winner for this tournament.
Yeah, but you need to. It's gonna sound very Deckers, but
Okay, we're not going to say what you're going to say.
Like 15 seconds. Loading in.
Okay, who's ready to see my Facebook again?
Hey.
JK, I still haven't actually set up the... Okay guys, guess what? We're not getting this game. A thing that tells you who is playing.
All you need to know is it's Giffel and Aceman.
can.
We'll keep you updated. League of Legends is not responding.
Yeah, no, there it is.
Fun times. There you go, guys. That's a standard League of Legends not responding issue that I have pretty much every time I try to play a game.
Don't
One of
worry,
Giffel's,
Giffel's loading pretty slowly.
Okay, here we go. So
It's
we've
Team
got
Ghost versus CLG.
we got the Vayne that was actually discussed as being a champion that maybe should have been banned this tournament. And you know, I get that she has high damage. She's always gonna be inflicting damage no matter what because of that lovely little bit of true damage. And Kennen, tanky. You've got the AP damage. You've got, if he goes AD, we've got the really high auto attacks, and the solid stuns as well.
The ult has recently been nerfed in 3.9 patch.
If he can place himself in a way that he won't get stunned by the knockback from Vayne, we might
Those
have the
Vayne
advantage
mechanics.
Vayne is all about positioning, and Kennen is all about ruining other people's positioning, so this will be a really interesting matchup.
Cannon in the red corner of the lane. That's a
Ding
thing.
ding ding!
Our friend the Giffel, our Danish shoutcaster for the day, and Aceman Cam today as Camburgler, running Vayne over in the blue corner.
There we go, we're seeing Cannon going straight for the double Dorans. Still a lot of damage there, clearly.
A sustain from the Vayne.
Vayne is on 80 AD, whereas Kennen's on 77.
And here we
Kennen's
go.
a little bit more
Here are the
faded.
people who aren't expecting me to activate the chat, talking to each other like dicks. Bit of early poke from Kennen, both of them going AD. We won't expect to see much armour in this game, so a lot of very quick deaths. AD carries have some real issues with building armour. Something that we've taken issue with more than once. The Giffel is taking the place of Maywis for this tournament. Maywis had decided to go on holiday at the last minute, and we decided that if Aceman thought it was okay, Giffel could take his place.
Kennen throwing out a lot more poke than Vayne is able to. Moment here, obviously Vayne's very bad against long range champions.
Kennen has that great thing on his electrical surge where every 5 attacks he deals an extra 40% of his attack damage on his basic attack and puts the electrical mark on them, which allows him to get that big burst damage out in one attack and then activate the electrical surge for even more damage.
Yeah.
That's a lot of poke, which Vayne can't quite do without getting herself into the range where Kennen can do a lot of damage to her.
Fortunately, she does have that lifesteal, so she's able to get back up, steal that damage back off. So does Kennen though, so any poke that he does that...
There we go, there's that auto attack again. Oh, this could be an early death. A lot of poke against Vayne. And one of the pots is gone.
Not too great positioning there. And Vayne. Not sure how that Q missed. It looked like it went right through the model.
It did.
That was weird.
Vayne is very close to a stun here. Oh, unlucky from Kennen.
Vayne using that knockback just to get, you know, Kennen away from him at the moment. Oh! Oh!
This could be the death. This could... Oh, there's the barrier. That's what he's looking for. Don't worry. That's what he's looking for.
Don't have to drink.
Oh, there we go. That's it. That's the early kill. That's the Kennen advantage. Now, these are players that know what they're doing with the 1v1. He's going to look to push as much as he can, using that E to get rid of the minions as quickly as possible. We got an... Ace is accusing him of hacking. I'm going to have to agree. I think Giffel is a hacker. Giffel now up to level 6, giving him that ultimate, which is going to put Vayne even more of a disadvantage in the next fight.
Just that CC that makes Cannon such a strong duelist. And Vayne doesn't really have anything to bring to the table unless Cannon's next to a wall.
We've seen the extra Doran's ring and the boots now.
And bringing out some more health.
I think we'll see a Kennen engage here. Oh, good denial from Vayne. Good denial. Kennen would have gone for the ulti there, and that would have been Vayne completely ruined for that fight.
She's still with the item advantages, Vayne is falling behind.
Kennen now a full 8 farm, about half the turret damage, and first blood ahead.
Making for a significant advantage here for Kennen, starting off with. Feel like might just go ahead and snowball. He can keep getting these, but he can't snowball because he can't go back unless he knows.
Both of these champions very capable of pushing, so it's going to really come down to who takes those deaths early, late game. That is going to make the big difference. Unlike in a couple of the games that we've seen before, inhibitors and stuff like that, they're going to go down very quickly. So it's not going to be the look of where the minions are when you happen to kill the opposing champion. These people are going to be able to push him very quickly. There's an exchange of pokes there. Vayne coming out worse. Vayne ulti popped, and the Kennen ulti popped. Kennen popping barrier, and there we go. There goes the Vayne. Vayne's ulti and the invisibility is just nothing against Kennen's great big AoE from his ulti. The 2 stuns in that fight just completely throwing it in Kennen's favour.
Poor choice, I think, for Aceman to go in there.
Again, Giffel's going to try and put some real pressure on, taking that turret. Ace has got 1 death at very best, and that turret's gone.
There's that Cannon CC that puts him out in pretty much every engagement they've had so far.
Might just try and take it under his nose there. I mean, he's just throwing attacks on and getting ignored.
There's the proc on the E, Kennen getting away with that lovely movement speed boost from his E.
We see Vayne's items starting to work in our advantage now though.
The attack speed advantage will be great, but Kennen's just got such a high bonus when he goes back first time.
Sitting on 2,000 gold here now.
For 3.
Let's have a look at that stat for everyone. That's nearly 3,000 gold with a nice 500 lead. Another big engagement. And there's the stun, the barrier. And Vayne manages to close it. Let's see how much damage Vayne gets on this while we have a look at what Kennen buys when he goes back. Ah, he's cooking. Oh, there we go, into AP. This is going to make a real difference in this game.
It looks like it's going for an early Sonya's. Sonya's will pop
with that. By going AP, he's going to allow a lot more variety in his build. It's going to mean that he can get a lot more of that burst damage against Vayne, which is what he wants, because he doesn't want that sustained fight against Vayne, because Vayne will come out on top.
Don't want to go for that sense.
Does look like Vayne is very scared of an engagement right now.
I would be.
The first Q that we see from Kennen will really show us how much of a difference this is going to make.
If he lands it. Oh, going in with the E. Ulti
There's
goes
the
down.
ulti. That, as we can see straight away, that's a lot more burst damage from Kennen.
Oh, Aceman going back in there, stunned again.
More hits, stunned.
And a Q.
And there we go, and the flash afterwards. That was an unnecessary flash, but he definitely secured that kill there.
Didn't believe he was going to hit that Q, but he wanted to get in range so he could burn the flash, but I don't think he's too
Vayne getting ready to build into the Blade of the Ruined King.
Yeah.
It'll give her that chasing ability for Kennen, especially with her passive, and her ulti's changed to a passive. She'll really have the movement speed that she needs to chase him down. There goes the first turret against blue team.
The game is looking stronger and stronger from
Just missing his Q there.
And there we see the really big damage from that needlessly large rod. The
Kennen
transition to AP making a big difference.
Kennen popped his barrier there a little bit early, I think. Still on more than half health.
What, using the barrier relieves the pressure from Vayne chasing him. Actually stopped Vayne from chasing him.
Yes.
So while it didn't actually protect him from damage directly, it stopped him from taking any more.
So obviously Vayne isn't doing too well in floats at the moment. What do we want to see from Vayne in order for her to assert her dominance? What do we want to see Vayne doing? She wants to hit those stuns on the wall, obviously.
That's going to be very difficult. Giffel position himself here in the middle of the lane as much as possible to make sure that that doesn't happen. Vayne's going to be looking for a lot of chase potential, which Kennen can just deny so well. The problem with the rigid AD carry builds is that there isn't that variety in resistances, as we were talking about earlier. And there we go, another great kill.
Blade of the... Yeah.
As we were expecting a blade to come through there. Kennen's still ahead in farm, pushing for the second turret now.
See the great pushing potential of Cam. How he clears the line really quickly.
Probably going to take this tower.
That Blade of the Ruined King just isn't going to make that big a difference in items, and being killed for it really just isn't going to help too much. Again, we see Giffel sitting on a solid 2,000 gold next time it goes back.
Which will get me Zhonya's. And another item, possibly. Going in.
He's going in for the engage. Vayne pops the barrier. This is the sustained fight that he was looking not to get into.
Vayne takes the kill there.
This is the reason that he's transitioning from AD. That kind of sustained kill is going to make really, really quick work of Kennen.
Zion's been bought for Kennen here. No other items. Sitting on 2,000 gold.
Take too long.
Ninja Tabby for that reduction of Vayne's damage outright. Be interested to see what he picks up with this last 1,300.
Maybe nothing? Nope. A little bit more armor.
A Warden Mile.
So it looks like he's trying to get this game over with fairly quickly. He's not hoping for a full build. He wants to make sure that he's asserted that dominance over Vayne and really gets it down quite quickly, which he can do considering he's already up to that inhibitor.
Going in. Vayne obviously doesn't have barrier up after the last fight. There's the knock.
There we go. There's the condemn that we haven't seen so far. Straight into the wall. The Zhonya's for cooldowns.
Place to be here for Vayne.
And there we go. The finishing. He shouldn't be able to push too much here. He's got a couple of waves to get through. But he can pick up those health relics, and by the time Vayne's up again, he'll have a lot going for him. There's a Zeal from Vayne. Again, maximising that E damage on the true damage. Trying to negate some of this armor's effect.
Interesting to see what he builds that Zeal into. What are we thinking for what the Zeal's going to be built into?
I don't think it matters too much. It'll probably be a Phantom Dancer and an Infinity Edge.
I wonder if we get the chance to even to buy that item.
He's just trying to maximise that attack speed bonus on Vayne with the E, just to get as much true damage off as possible, because otherwise that armor's going to play real havoc with him. Giffel making sure he gets down this inhibitor as much as possible.
And focusing the minions.
Got some flaming going on in the stream shot, where a Sava announced that Camburgler even knows what dodging skill shots mean.
Oh!
And the cannon ulti. This will be the second stun on Vayne. There we go. This is gonna be the game over. He'll take the inhibitor here. Vayne's just gonna suffer too much.
I have a hard time with those super minions at level 15.
That is a 6-2 lead for Kennen now, with a solid 20 farm ahead as well.
And an inhib.
Inhib.
Now.
There goes the inhib. His build doesn't really supply the amount of pushing power that you'd like to see, but with the amount of minions he's going to have pushing up, and with Vayne being down so often, he's really not going to have much issue taking it.
You see Vayne getting a Negatron clock in the last ditch effort to reduce some of that damage that Cam's taking out.
I mean, maybe a Banshee's Veil to kind of get rid of one of these electrical surges that Kennen's putting on her, and with the Marks of the Storm, Kennen gets those stuns off, and if she can negate one of them, then maybe she can not get stunned, but with his ulti, it's almost impossible for her not to do it with just her there.
That super minion stopping Vayne really from even going near Kennen or the wave. Bringing it all the way back to the tower to deal with the straight.
Here we go, here's an attempt to engage, but Giffel is just disengaged, completely wasting his ulti.
Back in.
He's
Blade
giving
for
out
you.
free damage.
Oh, the knock into the wall, but also nice to grab the health.
Dangerous play.
He's trying to draw him into the minions. Camburgler taking a lot of damage from the minions, and Giffel's going to try and finish him off there.
In that game.
Cool.
This is going to be the turret gun. If this next push is in game, this game is already lost.
Position on Vayne during the game has not been great. Kennen has a great positioning, standing in the middle of those lanes, dodging the condemns into the walls, dodging the stuns. But it's very hard for Vayne to just go on alone against Vayne.
For Vayne to go on alone.
I think he had his attention broken there. And here we go. He's going to come in for the Nexus. Camburgler is going to go for him, but we just aren't going to see a comeback here, are we? No, that's the damage that he needs.
What?
You're gonna die to minions?
Minion,
Got too much low steal.
The next push should see a Kennen victory pretty quickly.
If the minions don't do it first.
Minions really putting some pressure down on our little thief.
Gone down to half health now. But the blue minions are here to help.
And Kennen coming up in 2 seconds. Let's watch him on the way there. Things are going to look really dire. We see a Randuin's Omen there and a bit of extra AP just for that little bit more damage. One of the Doran's blades has gone, but 2 Negriton cloaks on Vayne.
Really last ditch effort. That Randuin's is
Do
gonna
do
be
do do do. We feel like we need some epic music in this.
It won't be painful for too long, I don't imagine.
No, but I think this is going to be over very quickly.
I'd be surprised if Kennen just didn't dive right in here straight away. Take him out. There's no towers for him to protect him.
Look at that. A second off Vayne's ulti straight away, and here we go. There's the Randuin's Omen pop. There's the barrier.
It's over.
Doesn't even need the pop ulti.
And a Q to finish it off, I imagine. No, no
Oh,
auto
the
attack.
stun and the auto attacks, and that's GG, guys. Well,
Very one-sided game, honestly, there.
that was our surprise round
And he
2
sold-
second game.
Vayne has sold all her items. And bought... Oh my god.
She's going for the attack speed in the line.
Going for...
Get that
Over...
2 damage to win.
Going for
Once again.
180% attack speed.
Once again.
We're proving that Giffel is indeed hacking.
Clearly.
Thanks for watching, everyone. That was our second round 2 game. Hopefully we should be able to bring you a round 3 game.
GG.